joining our commentary. Now here's the rest of our sport.
How's everybody doing today? I want to remind everybody to go by Come and Go Grocery on 1500 Carrollton Avenue here in Greenwood. Go by and get your 2 for $10 t-shirts. They have an ATM and they also now accept EBT. Also, Main Street One Stop, Main Street Chevron. They're on 800 Main Street. They have the 2 for $9 t-shirts. They have 18-pack beers for $12.99. They also have all your different short order foods, your burgers, your cheeseburgers, your Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. Go by and get you something to eat. We're also brought to you by Healthy Living Mississippi, which is a 6-week initiative where Dr. Adrian Hicks is helping people here in the Delta fight obesity. She wants you to get up. We got that 6-week period with her every morning. Run. She'll give you a personalized diet, help you lose weight, help you get your beach body back. Give her a call at 662-374-6414. What's on your mind today, Mr. Pearson?
Oh, I'm just happy my kids and hoping my kids went out and did their best on the test today.
Okay, yeah, it was today.
Yeah, and
it was today.
And you know, there's a lot going on. You know, like we say every time.
It's always something going on.
I was checking out the media, the national stage. You know, they're making history. They're making history with the NBA, with Jason Collins, the first openly gay.
Oh yeah,
basketball player.
Mr. Sam.
You got Mr. Sam.
Drafted.
They got drafted. There's a lot of talk about his celebration.
Excuse me, Mr. Barr and Mr. Pearson.
Oh, what's going on?
You're spacing real low, man. I can barely hear y'all. Could y'all turn it up a little bit?
Well, you know.
Okay, yeah.
That's one of the things we glad to be here on the big station, but we somewhat limited with our technology right now, and we're gonna get somebody to come in here and try to get that eradicated.
We appreciate it, caller.
Anytime.
Anything on your mind while you're here?
I just want unity. I want everybody to come together, love. Everybody just do the right thing. Let's stop fighting each other. Let's grow. Let's get together.
Well, you know we've been asking for that for a minute now.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to take? What do you think a program like this? Sometimes we limited. Sometimes it seems that if not the same quality is put in this show, as in other shows, but we're still working at it, man. It's just something that you got to document.
Yeah.
You got to keep up with what's happening and what's going on. Here in Greenwood, and I was just thinking about how Michael Sam can get his opportunity, and it was years ago where he wouldn't have been able to come out like that.
Yeah.
Jason Collins wouldn't have been able to come out like that. And here in our area, we're still prehistoric in sorts. We can't. There's certain things we can't do. If you try to do certain things, certain obstacles are placed in your way. If you don't have, a whole bunch of capital, we put a lot of emphasis on capital. I think we respect capital a lot. We respect people who've said they have capital. We respect people who we think have capital. But a lot of times, the common man has more input and has more compassion toward the human life than anybody else, and people with capital, most of the time their compassion is toward capital, not human life.
Right.
So what do you think we need to do about that?
The common man got his feet more on the ground. What I think would be better, particularly with your show, I would like to see some guest hosts. One in particular, I would love for y'all to see the former police chief, active police chief Johnny Lang. Get him up there and interview him about what he was talking about. I'd love to hear what he was really saying that day.
Man, I would too.
I want to know what's going on.
If we were in a perfect world, I'm sure that would have been an attainable goal.
Yeah.
But because of who we are and our place here in the community, we doubt unless we tired of the big bankroll, unless the Mississippi Delta Ceasefire Initiative gets a hefty donation from somebody like $500,000 or something like that, maybe then we would probably be listened to. But right now, they know we're up and coming, so they're gonna sit there and watch us and see how we progress.
Well, he heard us on here. He might change his mind. Maybe he hears something about it.
Oh, not to say he wouldn't.
Right.
It's just that I'm sure Mr. Barr wouldn't mind approaching them and asking them. But with my genetic makeup, I doubt I have the ability to ask because I probably wouldn't want to be rejected.
Right, I know what you mean. What you mean. What's on Mr. Barr's mind today?
Oh, I'm doing all right, caller. How's the radio show sound now? Is it sounding clear? Can you hear it?
I think I hear it a little better than it was. Yeah, it sounds like it turned up some. I've been on this phone. I need to go check it. Y'all doing good, man. Y'all keep it up, though, man.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Thank you, caller. We appreciate it.
All right.
Right,
you know, not to mention Arkansas. Arkansas became like the first state in the Bible Belt area to legalize some form of gay marriage or to allow gay marriage. I mean, and that's right across. You know, it's right down the street from us. That's right across the bridge from us. And it just goes to show you they're setting the example, saying, hey, you know, it's time for a change. What you've been used to, what we've been doing for so long is. It's just time out for, you know, in this time for something else. And that speaks mounds. That is want to congratulate the state of Arkansas on that and being progressive. Mr. Sam, you know, like you said, it's all over the country you're seeing progressiveness. You know, you're seeing things progress along, you're seeing things move along and get better. And even in other parts of Mississippi, things are getting better. But as it relates back to our own area, it's not here. We're not getting.
We want it, and and we try to put things in place to try to make that come about. And I guess the status quo, you know, being that, you know, we're not, you know, listened to by certain people or validated by certain people. It seems to me that if you know, our validation may have to come from outside the Mississippi Delta. It may have to come from, you know, sometimes people jump on bandwagons when they see other people do so. Yeah. So maybe
monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, right. So when you, I want to encourage all my people out there to come up. If you have things and inventions or programs, all you have to do is put it on paper and execute your dream. Put it on paper, get the necessary information. Make sure you dot all your I's and cross all your T's, and present it, and maybe it would be accepted. We've done so. We have some literature that we put together. Well, with the Mississippi Delta Ceasefire Initiative, some ideas, some events, and things like that. We're a nonprofit now.
That's right.
We're a nonprofit.
Official paperwork back
with the state of Mississippi. So. We didn't have that at first, so we're still making strides at trying to accomplish our goals and go about them in the right way.
Hey, you know, one thing I want to clear up. I had a listener tell me that they didn't understand what they thought we were saying Mississippi Delta Ceasefire.
No, Mississippi Delta Ceasefire.
So what we want to do right now, we want to spell it out and be clear with it.
Yeah,
it's the Mississippi Delta Ceasefire Initiative.
Which means to stop shooting.
Right.
Stop shooting. You can call it the Mississippi Delta Stop Shooting if you can't understand ceasefire. But yeah, see, I've gotten it myself.
Right.
And, you know, ceasefire, you know, the reason why it's not a common word, because I haven't seen a PSA telling anybody to stop shooting.
They don't tell you to stop it.
They don't tell you to stop. And I was looking at the park on Sunday, and much props to the Greenwood Police Department. But
props.
I'm gonna give them props for the activity, and you know, you only can react the way you know how.
Well, that's
that was the way they knew how. That was the only way they knew how to compound the problem was to put crime scene tape at the end of the street and block the street off.
But you know, that goes to show you the extent of their. You know, the extent of their knowledge.
That's why programs like the Mississippi, we've put together a program for the park,
right?
So that it won't look so intimidating,
right,
but it would be safe,
right?
And that's going to be, you know, with the help of the citizens, the actual people that's going to use the park.
But yeah, like I said, you know, that goes to show to the extent of their knowledge of how to deal with conflicts and resolutions. If all you know to do after an event has taken place, something tragic has taken place, is to block the entire area off or stop access to the entire area, then that means that you don't have a variety of options. You don't, you're not looking at all the alternatives that you could take and still allow the people to be there, which is just a lack of not knowing, for one, or it's either ignorance or just plain laziness, one or the other. But whatever it is, there should be more resolutions to take. As a matter of fact, there should have been a preventative measure to stop that. See, so now you want to punish innocent people who had nothing to do with that.
The good have to suffer for the bad.
Right, because you don't know other ways to deal with problems, because you're not versed enough and varied enough. You've been here so long. Why do you not know other ways to deal with problems other than to just immediately cut them off? You wouldn't have the problem if you had done the better job at first in preventing that type of thing from happening.
It's easier to just stop it. It's easier to stop it, just like they wanted to stop rock and roll.
Or it's easier just to lock them up.
Yeah, and well, they didn't. I don't think nobody got locked up because didn't nobody.
Well, I'm talking about just the whole mantra. Yeah,
few people attended.
We don't want to rehabilitate you.
Yeah, few people were on the park for them to police, so they didn't have anybody to police. You know what I'm saying? The kids, it was a few kids out there having a good time, but for the most part, every age group should be allowed to convene, but there should be methods in place. And from the grassroots citizen standpoint, there should be methods in place, programs in place, sanctioned events. I see vendors out there. I see games going on that are organized. I see people sitting out. I see barbecue, and I see I see Greenwood in the state that we're in now. We need a lot of healing as it is. We have we need something to look forward to.
Something to capitalize on.
Evidently
and that's something that we can capitalize on. I heard Angela Curry talk one time about creative economic development.
Right.
There's no better way than to create, and what that means is making up a way to make money. That's all that means, creative economic development. It just means coming up with a way to make money. And we have, just like with the park issue, there's so many ways that if the right people will come together, we could take these different things that people are doing individually and get behind it and back it, and it can become profitable for the city and for the people. We can sanction these things. We can organize them, and that limits the probability of something happening. Yeah. But just to sit back, and you see people want to do something. You see they're trying. So you just sitting back watching them struggle. Go and help them. Go and get involved. You know what to do to get it done. They don't know, but they're just doing what they know to do. So if you bring in your extra knowledge, your extra assets, and help this and organize it, then it can be in such a way to where you won't have these problems. And then that can create money, that's revenue, that's sales taxes. Like you said, there's vendors. There could be vendors on the park, There's all type of, ways that we could take advantage of those functions.
This is an example. Just as we have, and I want to encourage my parents to sign your kids up for the Greenwood Summer Fun and the Park program. Any program that I'm a part of, I try to go above and beyond. I try to give them everything that I know kids are getting in progress
elsewhere.
Right. Your child was the beneficiary of working with the program, and they live to come to it every day.
Right.
I mean, that's what something they loved it, and it was because of the extra attention paid to them, the extra attention to detail. It wasn't the good have to suffer for the bad. It was that I'm going to make sure everybody has a quality time when they're there. Calling you on there.
Yes, hi. This is Dr. Adrienne Hicks calling. How are you all doing today?
How you doing,
Dr. Hicks? All righty. This is Dr. Hicks with the ALH Foundation.
Okay.
Who's one of our sponsors, who is having her healthy living program coming up pretty soon. So you're calling to tell us about it?
Yes, I just wanted to talk with the community and let them know what was going on with the Healthy Living Mississippi project. Basically, it's a 6 to 8 week program. I prefer students to come on out for the full 8 weeks, which is a 60-day challenge. And it's $60 for 60 days. And basically, every day we're going to get up and start at the apartments at 707 Walsall. And we're going to walk all the way down to the Bulldog Stadium, which is almost 2 miles. every day, and we're going to walk back to those apartments to get in that great cardiovascular workout. I want everyone to start off walking and then build on up to the run every day. But in addition to just getting that daily exercise, I wanted to give everyone a customized diet plan. And with that is, the problem with our community is that we are full of obese people. Unfortunately, Mississippi has been between number 1 and number 2 in the U.S. as being the most obese state in the union. And that's due to the fact that we overconsume calories and we have a lack of exercise.
Right.
So that's where Healthy Living Mississippi comes in, to educate the population about what to and what not to do. So we can get at least 30 minutes of exercise in 2-hour routine every day, and to increase proper eating selections. That would help get that number from number 1, maybe hopefully down to number 50 as being the least obese state. But in addition to doing that, we want to help this become a part of everyone's lifestyle. Not just to try to lose a few pounds now, but if you know how to exercise every day and the proper things to eat, then you can continue this for the rest of your life to, decrease heart disease, increase that immune system. So we won't always have, all these health disparities. And, also we're going to have some field trips and stuff on the weekends, to the grocery store to show you some healthy food options to buy. And also we're going to have a field trip to, a restaurant, so we can sit down and see, like, okay, well, when I do want to go out to eat, what can I eat that's not going to hurt me?
Right.
There are things in which you can eat at restaurants that don't have to be so high-calorie foods.
Right.
So just different things to incorporate into our lifestyle so we can be healthy. So that's why it's called Healthy Living Mississippi.
All right. Well, that sounds great.
It
That
does.
sounds great.
It does.
So will you all just be walking, or will you be walking and running?
Well, I encourage everyone to get to the stage where we're going to be running, but everyone can't run. Now, we don't know at this point, everyone may have some physical ailments that they may not be able to run, but I encourage everyone to at least start off walking until we get to the stage of running. So by the end of those 60 days, at the end of the 6 weeks, when we get out there, you're going to see those people running up and down Henry Street. And you're just I want everyone to be out there cheering them, or just come out and join with us.
Okay.
So, yes, walking and running.
Okay.
I think that's needed.
That's very
I think
much
that's
needed.
and it would be a good addition to our community.
It would.
It probably would be the first one held in the area.
I think it would be.
And I'm glad you bringing attention to us. Adrian Hicks, you sound familiar. Could you tell me who your family is?
Well,
because I was taught by Miss Hicks, and
that's right. That's why I was born and raised here in Greenwood.
Okay.
Both my parents worked over at Mississippi Valley State University. My father was an administrator there. My mom was an English professor. So if you ever know anything about Valley, I'm sure you've met them at some point.
And what were their names?
My father was CT and my mother was Anna Hicks.
Okay.
Anna Hicks.
That was her.
Yes,
Mr.
that's
Hicks
right.
stayed on. I was Sean then.
Yeah.
Sean. That's how she called my name.
That's
Sean,
right.
you're gonna do this
Basketball
work.
star. That's right.
Hey, but we should thank you for participating with this program. Much like our program, your program is new, and we want to make sure we put our maximum effort into making it become a success.
That's right.
Well, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Likewise with you and all your efforts that you're putting forth with the community.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Dr. Hicks. Thank you.
Thank you. You all have a wonderful day. Take
You
care.
too.
Bye.
Speaking of that word, community,
I know, right?
I really get upset when, people overuse the word community.
Mm-hmm.
Community is about communicating, and if we're not communicating with each other, a lot of times we can't get things done.
That's right.
And it's about getting things done. It's very frustrating waking up in a city every day that your community is in a bad place. Well, the sun is shining, but it's still raining to me.
Yeah.
Just because I know the consciousness, I know the attitudes, I know. I just know what's in the air. It's so thick you can cut it in the air.
With a knife,
but when you try to bring an array of sunshine to it, when you want to create a good social environment where people are genuine toward each other, people are coming together to get things done. That's when that people are making an effort to really maximize that word community and be allowed to use it. I think some people shouldn't be allowed to use it because it's used a lot at election time.
Yeah,
it's used a lot. I don't plan on running for anything, but if I were to, community would be a word that I can hold up for.
Yeah.
I'll be able to back it up.
It's one of those words that I like to call like masking words.
Yeah.
Real Conversation with Sean, brought to you by Come and Go Grocery, 1500 Carrollton Avenue. They have the 2 for $10 T-shirts at ATM, and they also accept EBT. Also by Main Street Chevron, 800 Main Street. They have 2 for $9 T-shirts, and they also have the 18-pack beers for $12.99. You can go and get short order hamburgers, hot dogs, cheeseburgers, Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, whatever you need from them. Go by and check them out. Also by the Healthy Living Mississippi Initiative, where Dr. Adrian Hicks, she just called. She's getting people to, she's fighting obesity here. She's trying to fight obesity, bring awareness to it because nobody talks about it. And she wants everybody to come out and join her in her 6 to 8 week challenge where she's going to get you out walking and running, give you a personalized diet. Give her a call at 662-374-6414. But yeah, going back to what I was saying about masking words. Words that people use to mask what they're really doing, or words that people use to hide behind, like community, like education. Like when you throw education in something, then it's be like, it's like the Holy Grail, and you can do so much stuff in the name of education. Just like how the Catholic Church did during the Crusades. They killed so many people in the name of what? In the name of religion. See, so those are masking words in the name of God. In the name of the community. In the name of Martin Luther King.
They're meant to pull you in.
Right, they pull you in with that so they can really manipulate you into, either staying where you are or somehow benefiting them. So, we have to be careful when people are throwing these different words at us because they know those words evoke certain emotions in people. And they know that they can manipulate that emotion by invoking that word.
And I want to encourage our sponsors, any potential sponsors, any people that I'm doing business with, any of my loved ones. Listen to the show. Listen to Real Conversation with Sean, with Jelani, here on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 4:30 to 5. And then you may form a different opinion other than, the one you already have. Because there's some people that I do business with, and I think if they listen to the show, they will see we're making an effort to do something fresh and brand new, a fresh new approach to talk radio in the Mississippi Delta, trying to create a domino effect of success in the Mississippi Delta. There's nothing wrong with that, and it's profitable. It's profitable for our community because we'll be getting industry back in here, and we also making an effort to do something about our ills other than talk about them. We have a big religious sector, so we're getting plenty of prayer, so we're going to do a lot of work. Right. So that's what we're trying to do, and I just wish all the businesses, the credit plans and the payday loans and the Canon Motors, right. If they would listen to the fresh breath of air we're trying to insert over the radio waves, they would know we're trying to encourage people to follow their dreams, put themselves on another level, trying to create better students. Therefore, Mississippi Valley State fills up. Yeah. Therefore, we buying things. Right. Therefore, we shopping with you. I'm trying to create or encourage people to grow up and be shoppers, consumers, owners, developers, dreamers, thinkers. We're trying to do all that. So I encourage everybody to listen to the show, Real Conversation with Sean. What you had on your mind, Jelani?
Well, yeah, just going back to what you were saying about what we're trying to do here with the far as the business aspect. Greenwood is hurting from a business standpoint, and we want to let that be known. Your business would be so much more profitable if our political climate was here. If our political climate was better, if our crime rate was better, if our work class was better educated and highly motivated, your business would profit beyond your means. Right. And what we're doing here is, trying to bring awareness to the fact that we don't have that in Greenwood. And if something is not said about it, then you're going to lose your business. You won't have it too long. Maybe not everybody, but it's certain businesses that's gonna last, because they are pillars in their community. People have to shop with them.
Right.
They have a have to demand.
Right.
But as far as the other businesses who are, maybe like want to demands,
like this,
they're gonna crumble because they don't have that demand, and the population is not here to support a business that does not have a high demand. You have to have high demand to stay in business. So this show is geared not only to bring about awareness about gun violence, but gun violence translates to all these other areas.
Right.
If you don't have gun violence in your city, then you have people who want to come here. You have good business. You don't have people moving out. You don't have people afraid to get out and walk around. You don't have parks being closed, public parks being closed. I don't even know if that's legal or not. Probably is.
Well,
it's a public park, so it's run by they probably could do it. Yeah. But really.
Like you said before, that's why it's up to the citizen. Where we've took it upon our liberty to sit down and sketch out a vision that we have to combat, prevent, intervene in these type things, so that they won't have that excuse of saying this is why we had to do it because of this isolated situation. It's like we all on punishment.
That's right.
It's like that. We're all in a camp of some kind of camp.
In the bucket.
But at the same time, that crab in the bucket effect, it only hurts you when you fall into that category. If you feel somebody pulling at your heels, it's on you to recognize when they're trying to pull you down.
They ain't pulling at your heels. They on top of the bucket, kicking you back in.
Well, you're right about that, but
they on top of the bucket. There's some crabs who done got outside the bucket.
Sure enough.
Who don't want you to get up there with them. So that's the misconception about.
As long as they don't look down, back up in there, and I'm looking up. Don't show your face.
Well,
don't show your face.
Yeah.
If you made it out the bucket and you looking down at me and I see exactly who you are. Yeah. See, that's different.
Yeah. But that's the misnomer with that with that phrase. People want to say that it's people pulling you down. Mm-hmm. Nobody's pulling you down. Right. It's the people who has already made it. Who's already out of the bucket. They're around the top of it, keeping you inside of it.
But people that's in the bucket that doesn't do anything but spark your compassion and your intestinal fortitude to do something about it. I got friends right now that anytime they call, it's bad news.
Yeah.
I don't even like to see the number because I know it's trying to make my life, worse than theirs in a way. When I'm knowing, but I don't have to say because it's not in my genetic makeup to do that you're probably worse off or just as bad off. Mm-hmm. So that's what we got to try to stop doing in our communities, making difference in each other, and not being good friends to one another. And if you're going to help somebody, genuinely help them. Just don't help them sometimes. Help them from the bottom of your heart.
Right. Real Conversation with Sean brought to you by Come and Go Grocery, 1500 Carrollton Avenue. They have the 2 for $10 T-shirts. They have an ATM, and they also accept EBT. Also by Main Street Chevron, 800 Main Street. They have the 2 for $9 T-shirts. 18-pack beers for $12.99. Burgers, hot dogs, cheeseburgers, Philly cheesesteaks. Go by and see them. And also by Healthy Living Mississippi. 6 to 8 week initiative to get you to lose weight, fighting obesity here in the Delta. Call Dr. Adrian Hicks at 662-374-6414.
I'd like to thank Dr. Adrian Hicks for giving us a call.
We appreciate that.
And our other callers as well. Facebook, YouTube.
Oh, yes. Do not forget about our Facebook page. Go and like us on Facebook. Facebook.com/Real Conversations. That's Sean, SHUNS. YouTube.com/Real Conversations. SHUNS. We record all our shows. Go back and listen to the commentary. If you heard something you like, you want to hear it again, go back and check it out.
And if they're interested in contributing to the Mississippi Delta Ceasefire Initiative,
yes,
you go up under just tell them the instructions.
You can give us a call at 662-385-0106, or you can shoot us an email at realconversations. Again, it's Sean's HUNS at yahoo.com.
Tell them to look us up. Google us.
We're there.
Look us up on the State of Mississippi Charter. We're there.
Oh, yeah. Again, like I said, we want to let everybody know we are now officially a nonprofit. We received our paperwork not too long ago, and we're about to get things moving. We're about to show how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, you gotta have activity with progress, not just activity. We enjoyed you. see you, Wednesday?
Wednesday. We love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. And we out.
We out.